Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kamen Rider Saber, episode 5? 6? It was
5.
2 episodes, it felt like. Anyways, as always, I'm your host of Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
It's Cinder Blaze.
I'm Aresol.
Welcome back, my dudes. So we are going to be getting into what you guys thought of this episode, but before that, we're going to get into what we thought of this episode. And I thought it had its issues, but it was enjoyable. Like, on the more positive end of the spectrum for these episodes. I think particularly it fell apart around the 2/3-ish mark, maybe even the halfway mark, when we realized, oh, this used to be two. You used to be something very different.
It almost happens exactly at halfway.
Oh, really?
Like, that's when they transition from the balcony to, like, that dark-ass room for some reason, and everything just kind of goes downhill after that.
I love the idea that they meet at, the roof of that building. Don't say a word, walk all the way down the stairs, and get to the bookstore while it's dark, and then start talking. Yeah, turn off the lights. It was so strange, because, like, the B plot, that was, like, in broad daylight the whole time. It felt like it was just a regular day. So the implication is that, of course, they did turn off the lights and close all the windows. Why wouldn't you think that?
That was obviously his aquarium-based room, because they had a fish-based villain this week. Did you guys pick up on that? Because that was... I don't even remember when that happened in the episode. I recall it being a thing, but just... they did not treat it like it was important at all. Like,
yo, hold on. Think this guy's a piranha. They pronounce it strange.
Piranha. Yeah.
But they said that, and they're like, oh, shoot. We know now. Good. What do we do with the information?
How do you defeat a piranha?
Slash. Yes, I'll use my normal finisher.
We'll just do what we normally do.
Yeah.
It's not really much of a problem. We beat the last guy. It's just fine.
Yeah. And I suspect, we've set up enough of a... what?
It was literally like, it's a piranha. Well, what does that mean? Well, there's more than one. I mean, there's lots of fish.
There's gotta be more than one. Like, they've been fighting multiple enemies, like almost every episode.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to do with them being piranha. It could be like a freaking deer or something. It's like, oh, those go in flocks.
Also,
there's gotta be more of them.
Like, they also showed a cruise boat getting taken into the book, and there's just one shot where they're being terrorized, and they're like, "We'll save you, don't worry." Well, I'm just gonna keep fighting this guy, and then never talk about those other people ever again.
Well, you see, these are educated writers. They read, so they know that there's no point in, like, going all the way over there to fight fodder when they can just finish off the main dude and it'll just solve everything.
That's fair. No, you're right.
I would go and save those people, but the boat's CG. I can't save them.
It's against CDC guidelines. I can't get on that boat.
Also,
it's their fault. They knew the risks.
Why target a boat in the first place? Why did Justin Timberlake do that? Sorry, Justin Timberlake. What was it? King of all animals?
Oh yeah, what was his name? Like Zoophilia or something?
Don't think that.
No, you better censor that.
It was Zoo something, and, like, boy, that was on the nose. And I guess that's his trait of, like, hey, I only do monsters. And, like, if he has a monster form, can we just leave him in there? Can we just leave him in that form? Why do we need the human form? We don't need to see Justin Timberlake every week.
Yeah. like when they say he was like the king of like the magical beasts or whatever he's king of, that didn't make much sense because like he feels like he's like a fodder, not a fodder villain, but like part of like a gang, like a henchman or something. He didn't feel like he was an actual like king of something. He didn't have like that kind of like like
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the other villains were shit talking him in this in this episode. He did not seem important.
uh, it was whatever. But then again, like they shoved him in like the worst B plot I've seen in an episode in a very long time. They didn't. I think Corey, I think you should like talk about this part because like you caught on to this part pretty fast, like in the middle of the episode.
What?
The like that whole scene with Blue and that one chick, how like it was like a B plot that was like thrown away or just wasn't developed for this specific episode. Like it felt like it was part of another one.
It was just a B. There was no plot to it. It was these characters are going to go over there now.
Yeah, it basically functioned as, okay, well, we need to do like a bit of a transit. Like these characters are gonna move locations, so we gotta shoot to something else and then cut back to where they are at the new location.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll just put these people here now.
Yeah.
But I will say, it was the end, like the sting at the end where he did transform. That definitely felt like that was not supposed to be the stinger for the next episode. Like
Yeah.
that would have been set up to, oh shoot, now we're gonna fight him within this episode.
Yeah. And it also would have helped if they didn't just like film this part of the episode in like just like not the backyard, but just like in a random like hallway in the studio, because like it.
Oh,
it seems like
just
like
a strange alleyway that they found.
no, like literally like behind like the soundstage, like not inside, like behind one of them. It is set up like a random lottery wheel, and like found a hallway, and then boom, that's all they needed for this.
Come to think of it, what were they doing back there? Why were they just stopped in a an alley?
All right, we're hanging out in the human world for once. Let me show you the works. We've got dude in a tent that has a spinning wheel thing. We've got behind a soundstage. uh...
So let's talk about was it Ikazuchi, the yellow rider?
No, that was 01. This guy is Espada.
Is
I know
really?
his book says Ikazuchi a lot, but it is Espada.
Then whatever. That henchman was so long, it was throwing out so many names, and I'm not even sure if it says Espada, but
I think in between they actually cut to a shot of Rube henching as well.
yeah, that henchman was way too long. And
Yeah.
I like the bond between Saber and not Kanalo.
Right.
It's something that was desperately needed. Like just focus in on like Red's interactions with like one person, not like in part of a group setting where he kind of gets like watered or gets overshadowed by like almost every character. Like they're way stronger personalities than him. And it was nice to see like a general like like friendship. You know, he saw his friend kind of like down, so he's just like, "Hey, remember when we used to read books together?" Boom, entire like skit ready.
I love that they start like playing along and playing their parts, and then midway through its line, the main character's just like, "Anyway, there's something wrong with you. Tell me."
But I do appreciate how it was just sort of like, hey, I'm gonna gloss over this real quick and we're gonna do something fun because I want to support you and only do positive things and have a good time with you and not ruin it with the past or whatever. And then he's like, No, we're talking about your feelings.
Yeah.
Just like speaking more towards character interactions, I this episode actually kind of endeared Buster to me. Didn't really
Yeah.
care too much about him in his debut, but seeing him like interact more with Kento and Toma, I, I think is the main character, and like take a more mentorish parental role with them was fun. I like that quite a bit. I loved
Yeah.
the scene where he swings a can and then opens it and sprays himself in the face and then yells at the can that the can's sneak attack was cowardly.
Yeah, the way he just goes full ham just to make him laugh, I appreciate
Yeah,
Yeah.
that a lot.
yeah. Like,
And then, I like the little moment of him uh like he gave the eagle book to Toma and then was like, give the hedgehog book to Kento. Like you return it for me.
yeah, yeah.
Like kind of like pushing him along to be like, go talk,
Mhm.
go have this conversation, even though they were already going to do that. And then the episode hard cut to a dark bookstore. But that was a nice moment.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Like I really do like his character so far. Like I was fine with him before. Um and I really like him now just because he is able to bring that, I guess, wisdom and find different ways to disarm people and get to either, I guess, the root cause of their problem or just sort of comforting them.
And
And
he had like a good bit of advice. He told Kento like uh if your dad had come to me when he was feeling conflicted, maybe none of this would have happened. It's like
mhm.
that's true. Like, and it's him like trying to keep him from going down the same path as dad did.
Yeah, and he even noted like, "Hey, you are reminding me of your father." Like, sort of leveraging like, if you want to be, if you want to, um, either avenge or separate yourself from your father or right his wrongs, what you need to actually do is work toward not being like him and being a better person rather than chasing after revenge or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's just kind of like alienating himself from like the team in general. Like when that like moment kind of like happened, he just like pushed Saber to the side and started like dealing with his issues like personally.
His
Um,
angst.
yeah. I'm really glad that like Buster is like a presence in the show. Like he can help bridge between like those two generations a little bit better,
Yeah.
and he's strong enough to like ward off like the plot from advancing too much. Like like we have like Caliber and like that one other dude. They seem pretty strong, probably stronger than like the main writers, I guess. I'm just gonna like exclude Buster temporarily from this group,
Mhm.
but like they could probably beat those guys. So for him to kind of like be there to like be like, nope, we're gonna start dealing with your stuff after maybe episode 10 or
Mhm.
15. Like calm down.
It
Uh,
is. It is. It's strange how like I do appreciate that he is acting as the mentor type right now. But we do have that cuckoo clock lady that comes out uh, every I guess noon or midnight to tell you what
that's
time it is.
exactly what she is. Oh my god.
You said it last week. So wait, who said it? Someone said it.
Yeah, Alex said it, yeah.
Yeah. No, don't don't say that like it's my idea. You came
I
up with it.
I probably forgot about it. Okay.
Oh my god, that's exactly what she is.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Oh wait. Also, the janitor was actually a janitor, and that was probably the biggest plot twist of this episode. I did not expect him to actually be in charge of maintenance. Like, yeah, he's dressed for it, but like they're dressed for like random ass shit. Like,
I thought it was weird that he appeared in episode 3, I think. They didn't introduce him to Toma until now. He's just been hanging out.
Yeah, because
And
he
they
always
didn't
showed up
explain
after he left.
who this guy was until right now.
It's weird because, like, with Sentai and Rider, if there's like this organization, you never really get to see any of the people working there. Like Kira Major, we've only ever seen the Carrot organization. Like, we've seen 2 people, 2 other people tops. Here it's like at least one guy, but he shows up all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Also, they were Buster and Kento were cleaning their books. Like, there was a scene where they were cleaning their gear, but like instead of wiping down their swords, which you'd think would make sense, they were scrubbing their books. Like, why?
You gotta scrub it of all its knowledge.
oh man, just imagine like Blue whipping out a giant sponge, just wiping down the bookstore.
Wait, these curtains—they're not books.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have anything else before we move into comments?
No, it was half of a good episode mixed with half of something.
The next episode.
The ending fight was very quick, and
yeah.
Ori didn't realize that they were on bikes for half of it.
Yeah. You know what? Okay, hold on. It was more of a situation where, like, oh shoot, they're actually using them more than once in this show.
Yeah,
I was just happy that they were.
This is their second time.
Yeah.
And now we wait until episode, I don't know, 30?
And where they disappear.
Yeah. I was surprised that Juzo was in this show.
Oh, yeah. That was neat.
Very neat.
Evil swordsman. Doing evil swordsman things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Comment time. Let's do this. So we've got our first comment coming from Weehoo, who says, although the pacing is still a bit weird and the weird transitions, I still found this episode enjoyable. Weirdly, I enjoy watching the characters bounce off of each other, especially Buster and Kento. Him being a father figure to Kento, this episode felt nice, and the bike scenes in my rider. Wait, this episode and bike scenes in my rider. And lastly, I do like that the villains are starting to get more active. Seems like one of the generals will be in the fight next week as well. What's wrong with you people?
No, we're just looking at some screen caps of the episode.
You know what? I might be able to, like, actually throw these up on screen now. Let's see if I can do that. Do we want to... Yeah, let's test this. Anyway,
for the entire recording tanks.
It blows up. I'm keeping this in, by the way. Oh, shoot. My image went away. That's weird.
You never had an image to begin with.
Huh. Thanks, Alex. Really appreciate that. Wow, it didn't work. And now my screen is gone? For some reason? I don't know how this works. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
We can see you, yes.
Oh, well. Oh, there we go. Okay, well. So thank you, Weehoo, for that comment. And thank you for coming back to this show. It's been a bit since we've seen you comment recently. I know last week or whatever, but Next up, we've got Rajik Rasul, who says, I like this episode. Another day, another rider with daddy issues. Whenever Spada do the henshin sequence, the background music should play A Friend Like Me instead, since he based on Aladdin and Genie. Good thing they toned down the CGI transformation. We don't want to see every rider doing some fancy sword moves every day, except for common riders who are debuting and new Wonder Ride books. They earn a pass. Excited for next week episode to introduce the Green Rider. I thought he would be a tsundere rival, but instead one of those goofy rivals instead. Who knows? I'm down for a goofy rival. I like him so far. I haven't seen much of him, but his suit looks nice.
Ooh, the green dude?
Huh?
The green dude?
There's gonna be a green dude, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So cool. Guys, that's it. We're done. We did it. Did you guys have anything else?
No, dude, I'm tired.
Fantastic. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. Tell us in the comments down below your thoughts about our thoughts about your thoughts about this episode. And then also, there's still links in the description down below to how you can help support the Black Lives Matter by donating Black Lives Matter movement by donating money, signing petitions, whatever you do, as long as you do it, it absolutely helps. Just like the playlist at the end card of this video, where you can watch those videos that accrue ad revenue that gets donated to the Black Lives Matter movement. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Oh boy.
I traded chairs with my brother, and this one squeaks even more than my other one.
Part of the deal, dude.
It was because, like,